Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, good day to you. That's depending where you are in the world. I'm here live in London doing the nighttime devotion from the devotional Christ Triumphant. The title today: Sin Forced Change in God's Plans. Genesis 3:16 and 17. Thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. And unto Adam he said, Cursed is the ground for thy sake. In sorrow thou shalt eat of it, and all the days of thy life. Eve was told of the sorrow and pain that must henceforth be her portion. And the Lord said, Thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. In the creation, God had made her the equal of Adam. Had they remained obedient to God, in harmony with his great law of love, they would ever have been in harmony with each other. But sin had brought discord, and now their union could be maintained and harmony preserved only by submission on the part of the one or the other. Eve had been the first in transgression. She had fallen into temptation by separating from her companion, contrary to the divine direction. It was by her solicitation that Adam sinned, and she was now placed in subjection to her husband. Had the principles enjoined in the law of God and the law of God been cherished by the fallen race, this sentence, though growing out of the results of sin, would have proved a blessing to them. But man's abuse of the supremacy thus given him has too often rendered the lot of woman very bitter and made her life a burden. Eve had been perfectly happy by her husband's side in her Eden home. But like restless modern Eves, she was flattered with the hope of entering a higher sphere than that which God had assigned her. In attempting to rise above her original position, she fell far below it. To Adam, the Lord declared, Because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy wife, and hast eaten of the tree of which I commanded thee, saying, Thou shalt not eat of it. In the sweat of thy face shalt thou eat bread, till thou return unto the ground. For out of it wast thou taken. For dust thou art, and unto dust shalt thou return. It was not the will of God that the sinless pair should know aught about evil. He had freely given them the good and had withheld the evil. But contrary to his command, they had eaten of the forbidden tree, and now they would continue to eat of it. They would have the knowledge of evil all the days of their life. From that time, the race would be afflicted by Satan's temptations. Instead of the happy labor heretofore appointed them, anxiety and toil were to be their lot. They would be subject to disappointment, to grief, to pain, and finally to death. Sin forced change in God's plans. So, God created us, mankind, humankind, to have choice. From the first day we had breath, we had choice. The sad thing is, most of us never seem to be content with what we're blessed with. And that is because we're always shown what seems to be something bigger or better or smarter or more beautiful or more special or faster. And this is where temptation comes in. You are blessed if you have somewhere to sleep, under a roof or under something to keep you dry, that you have clothes on your back to keep you warm or cool, that you have food every day to eat, be it one meal or multiple meals, that you have a family or friends. Even if you have neither, you have God. And even if you have none of that, if you're homeless, you still have life. And you're still awake. You're still alive. You still have breath. And for every day, we give thanks for that. Every morning you wake up, you thank God that you're waking up. Because there are thousands each day that don't. We are all very, very blessed, regardless of the trials we go through. We're very blessed to be alive, to have somewhere to lay our head down. Technology is a real blessing. It can be a curse as well, but that depends how you use it. For me, it's a true blessing. And I hope it's a blessing for you too. And if you're hearing and seeing this, which you are, then you are blessed to have the technology to listen, to see, and now to know. God bless you.